Agile thinking. That's what is needed for us to succeed in a changing world. In modern management, we call our world a VUCA world, a VUCA world. Volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. Not just that, it's changing very fast. So what do we do to survive and thrive in a changing world? Let's take a look at Agile thinking in 4 different scenarios. Organizations, business, companies, what's happening there? They're being disrupted. Industries are being disrupted. Companies which have been operating in these industries for quite a long time are disrupted. They have competition. New business models are coming. New products are introduced. Efficient ways of creating existing products are there. What's happening? Companies don't see this. Companies should be able to foresee what is happening. And they should be able to be ready, prepared, and respond to this change. And that's where Agile transformation comes into picture. So when you talk about Agile thinking, we always talk about the mindset, a change of mindset. But with organizations, it is not the mindset change of the CEO or a few top officials within the company. It is a mindset change, or it is rather a transformation of the entire business. The markets they operate in, the products they create, the way they operate and the way they work, everything changes. Top to bottom, there is a mindset change. There is an entire transformation of how the business operates and functions. So that's what happens with organizations. Let's look at teams. So if you look at team, for example, software teams. So it's been quite a long time people have been, or teams have been saying that they are an agile working team or an agile team. But now Agile has moved beyond software teams. If you take software teams, what does it mean to say that a software team is agile? Not just having 2-week sprints doesn't make you agile. If you're delivering at the end of sprint, whether it's a 1 week or a 4-week sprint or a 2-week sprint, at the end of the sprint, if you're able to deliver workable software that is creating a value for the end user, that delivers value, then you can call yourself as an agile team. But not just that. You should be able to have a process in which quality is built in. You should have a process in which there is continuous learning, and as part of the continuous learning, you're having continuous improvement. So that's what an agile team would mean. There's also a paradigm shift that happens from traditional project management to the agile way of thinking and agile way of doing things, the iterative model. Now, let's take a look at individual. Can individuals be agile, or should individuals be agile? See, we all have dreams and goals. When we look at individuals and say that individuals need to be agile, what we are talking about is looking at a sprint on an individual level and saying that these are experimental learning cycles where you can experiment with an idea, you can learn something and you can improve, and you can have these small wins at the end of each sprint. At the end of each cycle, you have small victories that take you closer and closer towards your goal. Now, that's about individuals. Now, the interesting 4th part is about teens. Why should we talk about teens separately? Because I think when you're a teenager, when you get into high school, what happens is that there is a paradigm shift that is happening from short-term exam goals to higher education, your career and everything. So when that paradigm shift happens towards long-term goals, it is important to look at that long-term goal and then break it down into small chunks that can be achieved on a regular basis. Imagine a situation where your team would have a framework that enables them to experiment ideas and put their learning into practice and create some kind of a clarity towards what they want to do ahead in the future. I think for teens, equally like critical thinking or creative thinking, we should start teaching them agile thinking. This is Vinod Narayan. I'm an agile consultant, an agile coach, a scrum master, also the founder of Penpositive. So one way to start is you could probably do a short agile course at penpositive.com, or if you think that we need to discuss more and maybe do some tailor-made kind of agile coaching or scrum training, then probably you can send me an email at agile@penpositive.com. That is agile@penpositive.com. The name is Vinod Narayan. You take care, be content, be pen positive. Thank you.